Greetings, everyone. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James. With me, as always, Caleb.
Good morning, everybody.
First try. Anyways, we
nailed it.
We haven't been here in a minute, and that's great and all. But thanks for joining us, Caleb. I don't know. How are you doing? You're doing pretty good.
I'm very busy. Very busy right now.
I have floppy hair now.
Yeah, I do not.
I think it's very jarring for maybe not. Right? It's jarring for me to realize it's this floppy, but.
Yeah.
I don't normally put product in it because I don't like it.
You don't like product?
No, I don't. I want to be able to do this and then not feel sticky.
That's true. So you need to take lots of showers then, too.
I do. Well, kind of. I don't wash my hair all the time.
Yeah, I guess you're not working in the trades anymore, technically.
Well, I still do get sweaty and I get dusty and dirty. And technically I am. I ran a gas line this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good for you.
And like 20 foot of gas line. And then I didn't have I got the connector from Menards, and it's supposed to have 4 parts inside of it. It only had 2.
Take that sucker back.
Exactly. That's what I had to do. And then I had to go back, and I had to tell the customer, hey, so I didn't get stuff. So
And then you had to go back.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Next day. It wasn't a big deal. They haven't had a stove for a while. So
I gotcha.
they went from electric to gas. So
Any reason?
I think they just prefer gas.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly prefer gas.
I do.
I have not had gas in 7 years.
Yeah, I love gas.
Well, because when you shut it off, it's off.
Yeah.
It quits cooking your spaghetti.
Well, yes and no. The burners are still hot, so that takes that.
But normally if it's like lifted off of it, it airs out pretty quick. It doesn't keep cooking. Whereas electric stays hot for a very, very long time.
Burn stuff.
And burn stuff. And then you forget that you left it on, and then you put a cutting board on it, and then it melts it on there. I haven't personally done this, but I've seen it. And also, I've seen someone who thought a plastic cutting board was a cooking sheet for their cookies.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I don't want to think about how bad it was to clean out that stove. That would be awful.
Yeah, I think that's a get rid of and buy new.
Get rid of your stove. They're really cheap, so yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, stoves are fairly good priced. I love how we're rabbiting trail into the price of stoves.
It's what it's like to be an adult.
Yeah.
I just recently became one. That's not true. I've been one for so long. Oh my gosh, I'm 26.
Yep. Welcome.
It's not even welcome. Hush you. I haven't had kids, so I'm still young and youthful.
Mm-hmm. Except you have a dog, which is halfway there to
She's pretty. It's not a good idea to lock your children in a bathroom while you're gone for 4 hours.
That's what cribs are for.
True, but like while you leave the house to go hang out somewhere.
True. That's why I said like maybe a quarter of the way to a child.
That's why dogs are so great and not at all comparable to children, because you can be very abusive. Comparatively, but no, I love my dog. Anyways,
I love that fat sausage.
I love my little fat sausage dog, who's also blind and hilarious.
Blind dogs are the best.
They are. So I just got a notification from our friend J-Man, who said he's up early for some reason. I'm not really sure why he is, but I didn't send that picture.
Ooh.
I just took the picture. Yeah, it's a pretty horrifying picture.
That's a pretty horrifying picture, J-Man.
Yeah, I sent a picture of us to him, but
that should make him excited.
I'm trying to remember what episode this is.
I have no idea.
We haven't posted it in quite some time at this point. It is September 2nd, 2023. To put this in perspective and then time capsule it, I guess we could start talking about like what I don't know. What are you doing now? Because it's been a minute since we recorded last and a minute since we've uploaded last. We are at 92.
92. So
Episode
we are 8 away.
We are 8 away from 100.
Wow.
And then at like 99, we're probably going to announce something kind of interesting.
Yep. We're going to try something different.
I think I like that. But anyways, Caleb, what were you going to talk about today?
So we did a couple of things since the last time we did a podcast. I'm pretty sure we talked about me buying a house, my parents' property, my place, and we have been working diligently on the addition for my parents. About
And it
900 square feet. 933
They
square
had it up
feet.
in 2 weeks. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's all done. No.
It's done. No.
No, it's
but
not.
it's pretty. It's a lot further along than my house is, and my house is done, kind of.
Yeah. Is that still the
Yeah,
the water?
I haven't. It's still the water. I haven't finished it yet.
It's still
It's still the gross water.
It's still the
Spicy
spicy water.
Spicy water.
Spicy water that we're drinking it.
Nope, it's nighttime.
It's
9 o'clock at night.
It's yeah.
It's definitely not going to get brighter out there. Anyways,
I was waiting for the spicy water to kick in. All right, so
it would
we're
have kicked in, but I chased it.
you made sure knock down that spicy water was with bubbly.
Anyways, so. But no, I got to help clean off the concrete things, the concrete forms. That was a fun day.
Yeah,
They said, "Hey James, we're working on the This is all I was aware of was James. You want to work on the concrete?" That was what I thought we were doing. I was like, "Okay, cool. I've worked on concrete before. It's not horrible." No, it's just cleaning off the metal concrete forms, 4-foot forms, and then it started
raining,
downpouring, and we're cleaning off this stuff with grease. So that's super fun too.
oil. Yeah,
oil.
It's super nice.
And so you get this oily rag, and then you wipe down all the metal parts because he's had these since 2003.
Yep. So he's had them
For
over 10 years.
20 years.
No, he's only had them for 10.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
2013. And then Jinx Yummy Soda. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
And so he that's what we did for we got done like 5 hours before he thought we were going to get done. So
Yeah.
that was good.
Well, we had a ton of people there, and it was going really well.
But it's just that was an experience. I ruined a shirt and a pair of pants.
Yep.
Because I didn't know what I was getting into, but thankfully I did wear work clothes. You did say wear work clothes.
I think I'm pretty sure I said
but
wear
you didn't
junk
say
clothes.
junk clothes. I don't know. It was great. But
Yep. Since then, we have, the walls are up.
well, you poured the concrete for the floor after the basement crawl space after that, and then you got the floor up, and then you put joists in.
We're to the point
floor.
where the outside of the house is wrapped. So the outside of the house is to the point where we could throw up
That's
siding.
disgusting.
Throw up the house.
We could just throw up.
just a house, and we could put up siding and we could put up roofing. We're to that
exciting.
point. So
Now, are you guys going to try to match the roof, or are you going to steal the whole roof?
we're gonna steal the whole roof.
That sounds good. Are you going to tear off the old one?
No. Okay, so what we're doing is to start with. The roof on the original house is still in really great shape.
Is that the original roof?
Yeah,
That's like 20 years old. I
Well,
guess
it's a
they're 30. They're probably 30.
30-year shingles.
So they're getting close.
But with the angle of the roof for 90% of the roof, it's a 712. So you can usually add 2 to 5 years with that much of an angle. Anyways, roofer's going, no, that's not true. But we're gonna go with that because I like that idea.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
You're gonna steal the addition.
steal the addition with a color that we like, and then 5 years down the road, when steel goes up another 150%, I'll put on my steel. Because I think right now it costs us somewhere in the ballpark of $6,000 just for the steel to put on our side.
So I got 2 roof estimates.
Yes, I remember that.
I got 2 roof estimates for my house. I have apparently, according to the roof estimate guy, that also $6,000 sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
$6,000 sounds like a lot. That's just material, and you'd be putting it on. It would be pretty easy because you just basically have an not A-frame, but like 2 sides, and that's about it. There's a little bit of extra, but not very much.
Yeah. Backside, front sides.
Not very much waste.
No.
Pretty easy.
It's going to be flat and straight.
I have a 2,800 square foot roof.
Yeah.
With 15% waste, and I got 2 quotes. One was for $35,000.
Yep.
And the other was for, quote, high 50s, low 60s. Thousands of dollars. Needless to say, I don't have that. So we're going to see what we can do by letting the roof go for a while. I don't have any active leaks that I know of.
Start saving up for that sucker.
Yeah, amongst other things. But
You want a
anyways,
new car? No, I need a new roof. And you want a Tesla? No, I need a new roof.
hey, Teslas are cheap now, kind of.
30 to 40 for the
And
low end one.
You can get used ones now. They've been in the market so long.
Ooh, a used Tesla.
A used Tesla that someone definitely threw up in. Well, they used it like an Uber driver because they just got plastered and then drove around in it because you just turn it on autopilot and all you gotta do is touch the steering wheel.
So a drunk person was just using it as a...
I don't know. I'm assuming that's happened 100%. But
I could see that. I mean, if I was an alcoholic, I think that would be the route I would go. But the problem is if you still even get pulled over, you still get a ticket.
That's why you don't get pulled over. The car drives perfectly.
So that's why you just sit in the passenger seat and every now and then go over and touch the steering.
Exactly. The car driving erratically.
I am not responsible for this car's activity.
Hey, call Elon. I don't know. Anyways, so that sounds like a fun time. You've been getting the walls up.
It is. So we're to the point now where I need to order HVAC equipment. I'm gonna cough or burp. I'm not real sure which. There we go.
It was both.
Yeah, it was both. So I got equipment, and then I need to call my local plumber because we are probably a week to 2 weeks out from complete.
Let's say 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Oh wait, no, you'll probably have the drywall up then, or no?
No.
Okay, you mean complete frame wise?
Yes. We'll have all
Let's say 2 weeks, and then we can definitely make. Well, I mean, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, by the 14th, Dad's gonna be gone, and I figure we can start doing the plumbing on.
Do that.
That's the plan.
He told me what he wanted me to do. So
I knew. So I got to get all the. We got to get the interior walls. There's just like 1 or 2 more interior walls to set up. 3, 4.
Yeah, it's a lot big. For some reason, I didn't realize it was backwards. When you have just an open plane, it looks really small, and then once you put walls in, it looks bigger.
Yeah,
I didn't understand how that worked, but whatever.
It's dimensions,
I guess, but it's still weird.
Yeah, once you add the walls, it might get a little smaller because of they start breaking it down into different rooms, but it's still 933 square feet.
Probably as big as my apartment.
Yeah, so it's significant in its size. So we got to plan out a few things. We've got because he wants a tankless, which I think we can do. That shouldn't be too hard.
Smith, they're cheap unless you want to do a Navion. Are we gonna do a Navion?
I kind of want to go Navion because I
prefer Navion. They're very nice.
Because I can. The nice thing is I can.
You can service them, and they have a 10-year warranty. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. Not only that, but I have connections.
This is details into our next podcast. But anyways.
Yes. Interesting.
Hint, hint. But that sounds like a great time.
It is a great time. So we did that. So that was a blast. And that's been occupying most of my time.
I think the last podcast that was uploaded, we talked about... Oh, goodness, yes. That's the last podcast we uploaded, and there's might be a few sprinkled in before we upload this one. You were still working on your wand.
Oh, my wand. Yeah, that kind of went to the wayside. I mean, I have electrical in it and everything. I just lost time, unfortunately, because of the house and everything. I just haven't had time to do anything else.
I can't remember if we've recorded since you got your new job either. I know we've recorded, but I don't know.
I don't think we posted. Yeah, I've changed jobs. Not profession, just companies.
Exactly.
So I've changed to
making $576,000 a year. It's crazy. I was like, whoa, Caleb.
That would be amazing, but no, unfortunately.
Also,
I'm not a UPS driver.
That's true, the UPS driver. My UPS driver friend showed me his paycheck up until now. I cried a little bit because of how sad I was that what have I been doing?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Would you consider that a blue collar job?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. We should have him.
It's a blue collar job / union job. So I don't know.
Well,
if that counts. It's blue collar.
You
gotta drive around. It's manual labor. There's a lot of manual labor.
True, and you got to work weird hours.
And you got to wear short shorts.
Oh dang, you got to wear them short shorts. You know they should.
We had a guy we called Pretty Boy Ryan.
Yeah.
When I worked at UPS, I think he's still. Well, of course, he's still there. He makes a lot of money. Apparently, he drove a new car or a car off the lot. Every other week. Because he didn't own a car. He would just lease them for like a couple weeks, and then it wasn't a big deal for him.
Okay.
He had been there quite a while, so he probably makes
a lot of money.
Way more money than now, even.
Yeah. I was gonna say they should.
Fun fact: if you work at UPS for over 30 years, or at least this is what was in the contract last time, you get 7 weeks paid vacation. After 25 years, excuse me.
Oh, after 25 years, 7 weeks of paid vacation. That is amazing.
Weeks. And I think you're making like $40 an hour.
Yeah.
40 or $50 an hour because you cap out at like 10 years. I will have him on our podcast at some point to discuss what the new union stuff is.
Yeah, because that would be really fun to. Because I'm actually looking forward to our next endeavor. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. But anyways, the other thing that we did that was amazing is we went to the Michigan Dunes.
Right.
Which was absolutely phenomenal. Are
you allowed to walk up the backside still?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Unless we're thinking Mount Baldy?
Oh. We were like 4 hours north.
That could also be Mount Baldy. I don't know whether that's Indiana.
This is the one where they actually are allowed to still drive on the dunes.
Okay, then I have no idea then. Probably not.
Because there's basically, I mean, it's probably 4 miles long, 5 miles long. It's ridiculous. And so I'm trying to get my brain to connect with what we want to do. So we found an amazing spot. We really enjoyed it, but the dunes were just fantastic. And I really want a dune buggy now to just go drive out there.
Oh my gosh. Just in general. I just want a dune buggy in general, but also it'd be super boring in Ohio.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
Or at least our version of Ohio.
Hey, look, this 3 miles of gravel road. Whee! And it's back to pavement. But yeah, it's...
Were there people out in dune buggies?
Oh, yeah. I have videos of guys out there and everything. I mean, there were dune buggies. There were jerry-rigged trucks that looked like Hillbilly Bob was, drinking moonshine when he put the thing together.
That's hilarious.
And had like one of those hay bale drop beds so he could drop down and drive another truck onto it.
That makes sense. Why not?
Because he could. So it was basically a big sand truck with
it's
a
like
little...
a mother truck, a mother truck, and then you could put the baby truck in the back.
Put the baby truck.
Was it a truck or like a four-wheeler size?
No, it was like a small, like a dune buggy size.
That's pretty sweet.
But yeah, and then there were like brand new trucks and Jeeps out there, like driving around. I'm like, so it was just, we actually just sat on the
You showed
dune.
up in your minivan and went, I can't do anything because it will get stuck.
This is lame. I need some bigger tires. Jack this sucker up. No,
could you imagine? That would be pretty. Or you could do what I can't remember their last names did, the Treyskis, where you just cut the back off and make it into a pickup.
Yeah, well, that was already a truck. So
well, true, but still, it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he used a tarp to keep it dry.
That was so great.
Yeah, the dry skis were.
They
amazing.
drove over like a foot tall. What am I saying? Like a 2 foot tall stone going up to a mountain.
Yeah. I remember getting...
Wow, I'm getting a lot of nostalgia from that year. That was 10 years ago for me.
Yeah. It was, I think 2000...
I said for me.
2009 was when I went out there. So we're talking almost 15 years.
You can still
15
buy
years.
245 acres in Montana for $37. It's crazy because nobody wants to live out there. I'm joking.
I was going to say, that's
it's a
not...
lot more than that. But it's a lot less than it is in Ohio.
Yeah, because if you think about the value of the land, we have stuff that you can plant in that dirt and make some money.
You can pasteurize horses. I don't know anything about anything.
Pasteurize horses.
That's how that works.
So that way
Shut up, kid.
That way they're not raw horses anymore.
They're not raw horses.
You can sell them in a store because they're pasteurized.
Hey, technically pasteurizing is a pasteurizing something. I don't... Shut up. I live in the city.
Would you like this raw horse or this pasteurized horse?
This raw horse will kick you off. This pasteurized horse will just eat grass.
This raw one might cause you to go into paralactic shock or something weird.
I haven't had raw milk in a long time. It's delicious last time I had it.
I've never had raw milk.
You've never had raw milk?
I have had cider that hasn't been pasteurized. And then you let it sit for
and
about
then it gets real
a
big.
month.
The container gets big, and then it's like a little bomb in your
Yeah,
fridge.
you kind of have to make sure you vent that sucker because Apple Jacks are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean the cereal.
Which doesn't make any sense because Apple Jacks is just cinnamon. It has nothing to do with apples. But anyways.
Well, there's apple coloring.
You are correct. Apple coloring. There is no flavor of apples.
It's just cinnamon and oats. So it's cinnamon oats. It really shouldn't be called Apple Jacks. Anyways.
But who wants to call it cinnamon oats? That sounds disgusting.
That sounds like that's an Aldi brand.
Oatmeal. But with cinnamon.
That's an Aldi brand right there of cereal.
Cinnamon oats.
Cinnamon oats. I bet you money that there is. I bet you
100%
money there's a cereal
Cinnamon
out there called Cinnamon Oats. But anyways, so just a fantastic place. Loved Loved the dunes. I think we're probably going to go back in the next couple of years.
Have you ever, while you were there, did you run as fast as you can off the side of the dune?
No.
That's really horrifying. It's what happens in dreams. Because, like, you jump from, like, a really far drop, and then you just keep falling. But it's the sand dunes, so you hope there's no glass at the bottom.
Or roots or something.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just do it. Have fun.
Yeah, I think my favorite picture is all my girls went flying down the hill, running down the hill as fast as they could.
Did they bit? And then, yeah?
Nobody really biffed it hard.
Gone.
But Matthias went down the hill, but he sat on his butt and just scooch. So we have this picture of him, and you can see his butt mark all the way to the very top of the dune.
That's pretty hilarious.
It's amazing. So you see all these footprints, and then there's one line that leads all the way to his buttocks.
Like a slug mark.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Or those rocks out in the desert. Yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I highly recommend going out to those dunes because there's the ones that looks like the Sahara Desert because there's no grass, nothing. It's just sand with like maybe a tree. And then there's this other section where it's the proper grasslands that's on top of the dunes, which is that's my favorite because it just looks original. Like this is how it should look. And then trying to think, there's one more spot. Yeah, there was a lighthouse.
Oh, that's fun.
That one was a little.
Were you able to get into the lighthouse?
It's $15 to tour the lighthouse
per person. Okay, too much.
And like $8 for children.
Too much.
Exactly.
Too much.
Maybe next time I go back, now that I know how much it is, I might do it.
Prepare for it a little more.
Rather
than being like, oh gosh, it's over. I can't do math. It's not very much, but it's enough.
Yeah, like so if my wife and I went up, it'd be $30, and then if our 3 girls went up, it would be 7 times 3. So
I'm looking up. They were giving away free lighthouses for a while.
What?
Yep, the U.S. is giving away lighthouses for free, according to this weird thing. Smith and Son in Mag. Smith. Well, anyways, the U.S. is giving away free lighthouses for free. In the early 19th century, sailors making their way to Providence, Rhode Island, depended on the signal of the Warwick Neck light to safely find their way. While it no longer carries a navigational sufficiency it once did, the 51-foot tower continues to preside. So yeah, you can. This is a big long article. Not really. It's just long enough, but it's
long enough to lose our attention.
It's long enough to lose my attention, but the headline sounds cool. You can get a free lighthouse at one point.
As fun as that would be, I think that one was out in the water, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the house on a rock?
Yes, the one out in like Greenland or whatever.
Norwegianers, eh?
Yeah, like Wisconsin.
So the point of the story is we should buy a lighthouse.
Absolutely, but preferably in Michigan.
True, Michigan is not that far away.
Yeah, it's like I really like Michigan. It's a beautiful state. I just don't want to pay their taxes.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
That's the problem. Taxes are
ridiculous.
I
don't think it might be goofing down or whatever you want to call it.
Goofing down. I like the horn noise.
But yeah, so those are the things that we've been doing. So I got a new job, working on that house, trying to get that set up and ready to rock and roll, and then the dunes have been pretty much my year. What about you, James?
What about me? Well, what I've been doing is I also got a new job, but in technology, so that doesn't make any stinking sense. I also started my own business.
I love technology.
Exactly.
And always and forever.
I solved someone's printer issue in Arkansas yesterday.
In Arkansas?
Yeah, we have a plant in Arkansas, and they couldn't hook their printer up to this particular computer, and I did it for them.
Via
remoting into their computer and doing stuff for them.
Into hacking into their computer.
Illegal white hat hacking.
Illegal white hacking?
No, legal white hat hacking.
Legal white hacking.
Exactly. So there's hacking, there's white hat hacking, which is good hacking, black hat hacking, which is trying to steal your information, and then gray hat hacking, which is just something people do. Also, she could have come in, that wouldn't matter. But anyways.
Yeah.
So I started. I'm working at I'm working in an industry, a metal industry, but it's in IT. So I tell people I work at a factory, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's neat," and then they don't care anymore immediately. So
That's why you don't tell them you work in a factory. You tell
you say I work in IT now.
Exactly.
But I also still do plumbing on my own accord. So as I was telling Caleb earlier this morning, is I got a gas line installed this week, and I also installed a bathroom faucet. Those are the two things I think I did this week. I've been doing a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Way too many. I got several calls. A guy wanted his drain augured, and then somebody else wanted a leak fixed in their ceiling, and I said, I am busy. Here's somebody else's number.
These are jobs that I do not want.
/
here's somebody
busy.
else.
Here's other people.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what else. I haven't really done much for fun recently. I put a deck up. I don't know if I've talked about the deck.
I don't think so.
It's a 10 by 14 deck or something like that. It was pretty neat. Yay.
Well, I'm glad you're so thrilled about your deck.
Actually very thrilled. I did not realize how much I would sit outside having a deck.
Yeah, especially in the mornings and stuff. I guess you're gone pretty early, so you can't.
It's sad.
You need an umbrella or something so you can sit out.
Umbrella.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
So you can sit out there in the evenings.
So that whole story of how we got our lawn furniture is super exciting. I was at a family reunion and someone on Facebook said, "Yeah, you can come get it right now." And I went, "Oh, okay." So I went and got it with my father-in-law who had a trailer. And we went and picked it up in like an hour away, and it was fine to load up, whatever. And we're on our way home, and our tire blows in the highway.
Oh.
So that was pretty neat. And he had taken the wrench to change out the tire.
Oh, no.
The day before because he had to put something in the trunk. So his wife had to come meet us, and we had to change the tire out on the highway with cars going 80 miles an hour past us.
That's always thrilling.
Super thrilling. Another great one is when you're driving your friend to the airport at 7 in the morning, and then suddenly the car gets really rough. And then your low tire sensor starts flashing at you. And so you get off, and Meijer doesn't sell tires, but Walmart does, but they don't open till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a whole debacle. And then you're parked by the entry to the mechanic's office, and then but it's locked. So then you walk around to the other side, and there's a bunch of mechanics there, but they're all like they're all ignoring you.
Oh, yeah. It's
not their time of day. So then you walk all the way around back outside, but your car's gone because your friends decided to move to somewhere else. And at this point, you lost your phone in your car because it fell out of your sweatpants. Because it's 7 in the morning, you're not going to wear real pants. It fell out in the car, and so you don't have a way to contact them. And so you're walking through the parking lot looking in a Walmart parking lot, which is surprisingly full at 8 o'clock or almost 8 o'clock in the morning. And you find them and you go, "Why in the world did you move?" And they go, "Well, we were getting nervous." And I went, "Well, I don't really give a crap. Why did you move? Go back to where we were." And then I went back inside of Walmart. Oh no! And one of the other people came to find you in Walmart. So now you can't leave, and they took the keys with them. This is all before 10 a.m. Then you finally get your tire done. It's $100 for one tire to be changed out and done because it's Walmart and screw you. They don't even put weights on it or balance anything, but whatever. Then you make your way to the airport and then go back to Bob Evans and have a good old chat.
Good old chat.
That sounds like I'm reprimanding, but no, it was actually a good old chat. This was like 3 years ago, 4
A
years
good
ago.
conversation.
Good conversation over some coffee and pancakes.
I love pancakes.
I haven't had pancakes in a while.
Mm.
I think I lost the only pancakes I like really enjoy from the home restaurant. Like I've had other pancakes, they're just not as good.
Did you have the ones at
Four Seasons?
Yeah. Didn't care for those either?
No, they're cakey.
Oh, too fluffy.
They're not too fluffy. They're too dense.
Too sweet.
I don't know. I haven't. I guess let me put it this way. I haven't had those in quite a while.
Okay.
We could do a morning eggnog episode from there. Just talk really quietly.
Forget talking quietly. We talk normally.
True. We get back. If we get a seat way in the back, be like, "Can we be more secluded, please? We're gonna record an episode. We're gonna record an episode of our podcast."
That's the most millennial thing I've ever heard. Can we have a secluded spot? No, we need a spot right in the middle of the room, so that way we have good footage of people awkwardly staring at us.
Oh my gosh, yes. I have a show suggestion for you. If you haven't heard of it or seen it already, just for you and Marty. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, Only Murders in the Building. Have you heard of it?
Marty started watching it, and she said it was too slow.
It's not. But it is. But it's not. But it is. But it's not.
I think the first couple episodes kind of turned her off for some reason.
Pretty slow. But it's a lot of fun.
Well,
and it's Steve Martin and
Martin Short.
That's not his name.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Anyways. So.
Pretty sure that's his name.
It's not Martin Short. He has white hair.
That's Steve Martin.
Oh, never mind. Hang on.
And Martin Short.
You're probably right.
Because they're like the unstoppable duo.
No, you're right, Mark. Why did I think his name was different?
I don't know.
Short. Anyways, no, it's hilarious because they are. Then they are.
Then Selena Gomez.
Then Selena Gomez.
It's like Steve Martin, Martin
it's
Short,
too old guy. Why did I think his name was something different? Anyways, who's the other guy? Steve Carell? No,
there's Steve Carell.
There's Steve Carell, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Who's the third guy? Who's the
Chevy
third?
Chase?
Yeah, that's who it was. He's dead, isn't he?
No, he just doesn't do stuff anymore.
And he's terrible, apparently, to work with.
I've heard that, but he's hilarious. Used to be.
He's hilarious in certain things. Apparently, he was really good in Community.
Okay.
I watched a few episodes of Community. Pretty good. Really enjoyed them. There was a few key episodes that Sam told me to watch, and so we watched them. One of them is they are animated.
Okay.
For a while, like claymation.
Oh, that's always classic.
Another one is they are all sitting around a table at a dinner party, and then the entire episode is each one going downstairs to pick up the pizza.
Uh-huh.
And then when they come up, it's a different version of pandemonium. And then it shows why them not being there made it more pandemonious.
Huh.
It's a great episode.
Have you ever seen the movie where it starts at the end of the movie and goes backwards?
There's a lot of those, but which one are you referring to?
I don't remember. I just remember what, because it plays like it goes like it does it in like 10-minute segments. So
Tenet?
It might be. I don't know, but it like plays 10 minutes and then it goes back 10 minutes and then plays that 10 minutes and then it goes back and plays that 10 minutes.
Interesting. I did watch a very dumb movie the other day called Sisu. Sisu? Shifu.
Master.
It's a movie about an old man looking for gold, and then he finds gold, and he has a horse and a dog. And it's during 1940 something.
Okay.
And so he's riding his horse with his giant bag of gold and his dog. And he comes across Nazis.
Okay. All right.
And then they try to steal his gold and execute him. And then he John Wicks everybody. And then it gets ridiculous because the entire movie is just him getting the crap beat out of him. And then it changes scene. And then he's like recovering from it. And this is all within like 2 days or something.
Uh-huh.
It's the most it's a 4-beer movie. You need 4 beer. It's amazing. It would be amazing. We watched it. It was the most hysterical thing. It was amazing. It came out in 2023.
Okay.
And we watched it at Silas's house. I want to do a you and I reaction of it. 4 beers deep.
4 beers deep.
4 beers deep. Just watching the dumbest. It's just turn your brain off action. Because if you think about it, it hurts. I don't want to spoil anything because I went into the movie knowing very little about it. And then it exceeded, but also fell way short of my expectation.
Okay. All right.
It was pretty good. How many, we've talked about this, how many John Wick movies have you watched?
1.
So we need to watch all 4 John Wick movies.
Yeah, that's a lot of violence and death.
It's a lot of violence and death. But it might be worth it.
It might be worth it. I still remember sitting on top of the local movie theater working on a unit, and John Wick 4 had just come out, and it was the car chase scene, and I'm sitting there and I just hear, and like the stuff I'm working on is like vibrating. I'm like, stop it!
Stop playing! I
That
can't.
sounds amazing. I want to just come down and watch. Crawl down in the ductwork and like make a peeky hole so I can sit there and watch the show while.
And then right when the movie theater person comes in the room, you fall through the ductwork. And it's like, oh no, you caught me. And then you have to John Wick your way out of there for no reason.
Just start beating up everybody because
You have a drill and you just.
oh, that's disturbing.
Well, you don't have a gun. I would hope you don't have a gun on the job. That would actually be pretty cool. HVAC guy with a gun.
Have you seen the McGlocky?
I have seen the McGlocky. I wish it was real.
Me too. I did some research. I was actually like, I need.
You're
this
like, hey, that looks real.
I need this in my truck. Wait, no, that's a terrible idea.
Hey, if you have a concealed carry and you go to a more dangerous part of
Toledo.
Yup. I drove to Toledo and they were making fun of me
For packing?
No, they made fun of me. They're like, "Oh, you don't want to go to Toledo?" I'm like, "No, I lock my doors. I'm scared. It's scary there."
That's why I have cages in my truck. My back windows have cages, and I've got a divider from the front.
Exactly. So if you really want to, you got to break stuff to get stuff.
Yeah, you got to be pretty dedicated to the steel.
Unless you just have a sawzall with a Diablo blade.
Oh, Diablo. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good wrap-up spot.
That's a good wrap-up spot. Ah, Satan.
Diablo.
Yeah, they're slowly working their way in here. But anyways, thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. We're also on TikTok when I post there. Hasn't been a while. And Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you're watching this. You better be watching this from YouTube. If you're not, then you're a silly little goose.
Yep.
So thank you so much for joining us. And be sure to check out the next episode or go back to episode 1 where we talk about Montana more.
Yep.
Have a good morning, noon, or night.
See ya.
I legit forgot how to end this.